Semi-retired, agricultural scientist Kevin Young spends as much time as he can on the good stuff: olives, honey and wine. A few years back, he was almost killed by a deadly gut infection known as Clostridioides difficile, or C. diff, which impacts thousands of Australians each year.
Mine was getting pretty bad, and there was talk of removing my bowel to just get rid of the infection.
So Clostridioides difficile is an infection of the gut, and it gives you profuse watery diarrhoea, and you can be very unwell, have fevers and just feel generally terrible. And it kills a lot of people, and it takes a long time to do that.
Dr Oliver Waters worked on one of Western Australia's earliest stool transplants a decade ago on a patient who'd been hospitalised for more than 100 days with the infection.
Gave it to him at 11 o'clock, and I went back to see him at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and he was sitting up in bed and he said, "I'm well, I'm cured." And it was quite phenomenal.
The procedure has come a long way since, and fecal microbiota transplant is now regularly used for C. diff, curing up to 90% of recipients.
A fecal microbiota for transplant, or an FMT, is a biological product made from poo collected from a healthy donor.
Our FMT is stored at less than minus 70 degrees.
The WA government has tipped in $2.5 million to help Red Cross Lifeblood expand its FMT program. It'll also help fund research into improved methods and wider uses, including how it may be life-saving for ICU patients.
I really encourage people to contribute because we do need that data and we do need those poos.
There's huge demand for healthy donors aged between 18 and 50. Lauren Joyce already gave blood regularly and says donating FMT is even easier.
It's literally just adding a stop into your daily routine and dropping off a donation.
It's incredibly easy to donate, and people can do it first thing in the morning before they head to work, during their lunch break.
The Perth CBD site is one of the few places in the country making FMT, so much of the frozen cargo that leaves there is headed straight for the airport. Red Cross Lifeblood says it needs more locals and city workers with easy access to its headquarters to get involved.
Now I've got my health.
For Kevin Young, FMT saved his life, and he's living it to the fullest. James Carmody, ABC News, Perth.